Welcome to the 2018 NCAA Division II Men's Basketball National Championship Press Conference. Today with us is head coach Paul Sather of Northern State University, student athletes Carter Evans and Logan Doyle. We'll begin with an opening statement from coach and then open it up for questions for the student athletes. We'll then release them and take questions for the head coach. So we'll start with the opening statement from Coach Sather.
Well, you got to congratulate Andy and his team at Ferris State. Did a great job. Fantastic team. The first time I saw him play live against Barry, I couldn't have been more impressed with how they play the game on both sides of the floor, the kind of young people he has. And I just kind of felt like that was definitely a team that if we were to make it that far, we would have a chance of playing. So congratulations to Ferris State. We've had a terrific season, and obviously finishing with a championship is spectacular. From us, I couldn't be more proud of a group of guys. Not because of the wins. I mean, guys, this is a team that has about a 3.5 something GPA. It treats other people really pretty well, that love each other as a team, and they try to do everything about as well as a group of guys can to help this team. And it was such a special thing to be a part of. And they could take coaching, they could take criticism, they could take adversity, they could take success. A lot of times that last part's pretty hard to do, handling success. But I thought throughout the year they've shown great humility as a team. They've continued to work on getting better every day, which is something we talk about all the time. And most importantly, through good, through bad, they were a team. And we won. We won in so many ways, that scoreboard. But we won in so many ways. And you miss a shot here, you get an offensive rebound there, whatever happens to kind of make a separation. In so many other ways, we won. So I couldn't be more proud of being a part of Northern State and this program and these young men. It's going to be something I'll remember for the rest of my life. And I think they will too. Impactful. That's what they've been. Impactful. And I think 20 years from now, I think a lot of these guys will be impactful, from a family to their job to whatever it is they're doing in their community. I think they'll be impactful because that's just kind of the way they are. So congratulations to our team and to these young guys because they just have had an incredible year.
All right, we'll open up to questions from the media. Please state your name and affiliation. Start with you, Mark.
Mark Holden with KDLP. Saw both you guys nodding when Coach was talking. I'll ask you both. Start with Carter. Aside from the loss today and the disappointment of that, how special this whole experience was for you guys?
I mean, Coach kind of said it. It's funny. What I said to Darren in the locker room was I mentioned when he tore his ACL, and then when that was like such a tragic moment when it happened. But we knew he was going to be out the year, and then we'd have him back that next year and stuff. And so I told him, I mean, it started ever since then. Honestly, like we just kind of like banded together. Like we didn't let him get down, stuff like that. And that's kind of what Coach was saying. We never are down on each other. We're always kind of picking each other up and stuff like that. And that's why it's so hard to. I mean, like a shot like that at the end, like it's funny because as many times as I tell Darren, like, scoot in, the line's closer, you know. He loves those NBA threes and stuff, so I had full confidence that was going in, and that's why something like that's kind of tough to take. But, I mean, Coach hit it right on the ball. I love these guys like my brothers. Like, what we did was special. I mean, losing getting to the national championship, I mean, not many teams can do that, obviously. So there's nothing to hang our head on.
I know it stings now, but just kind of what they said. I mean, if you had told me at the start of the year that we're going to be second of over 300-plus D2 teams, I would have taken it. It stings when you get all the way here and lose, but, I mean, I wouldn't trade spots with any guy on the Ferris team. I mean, you're around these guys almost too much teammate-wise. I mean, you get sick of them sometimes just because they're always there. But, I mean, you have such a bond, and, I mean, it'll never be broken. I mean, I can go 10 years without talking to Carter, and if he calls me or if I call him, I know he'd do whatever he could to help me out no matter what it was. So just having that bond is just, I mean, second place sucks now, but 10 years down the road when it starts stinging a little less, I mean, we accomplished so much, and it's nothing to hang our heads about. Just losing the final game.
Matt?
Logan, obviously they played really well, but is there anything that, you kind of mentioned down the road, maybe a week, 2 weeks from now, is there anything you'll wish you guys had done differently today?
I mean, I know, senior year, I said it in the huddle right before tip-off. I said, just give it everything you have, because, the 4 seniors and Smith and then me coming off the bench, we always huddled before, and I said, just give everything you want, because 4 of us is the last time. So, I'll go to bed. It'll sting, but, I'll go to bed peacefully tonight knowing that, yeah, I wish I would have made, I was 4 of 9. I wish I was 9 for 9. I probably would have won the game, but, I know, I know I can lay my head down tonight knowing that I gave it everything I had. Sometimes shots just don't fall. The ball bounces the wrong way sometimes, but for me, I know I can go to bed at night peacefully, knowing that I couldn't have given anything more out there today.
Probably the American News. Carter, your guys' journey to this point, Logan joining the team, and just everything kind of coming together. You mentioned with Darren with the injury, and just everything coming together. This felt like stars really aligning. And do you feel any differently about that, or do you still feel that way?
No, I still feel that way. I told him in the locker room, thanks for coming to Northern. Like, we couldn't have done it without him. Just a special year. That's pretty much all you can say. Tough loss. Looking back, watching film, I'm sure you can pick apart a lot of stuff, but they probably could too. Looking at this, it's pretty balanced. From field goals, stuff like that. About as balanced as it gets, besides turnovers. But and just tough loss. But like Logan said, can't hang your head.
Mark?
You guys are probably the best big man combination in the country. I don't think anybody's probably even close. Did you talk about, I'll start with you, but I'd like you both to answer the bond that you guys have because of what you have up there, Carter?
Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't know Logan really before he came to Northern. Then Coach kind of mentioned we were having someone in for a workout, things of that nature, and I didn't have any negative thoughts towards it at all. If I trust coaches 100%. If they think someone can make us better, I'm gonna go right with them. And from day one, his personality is so easy to get along with. He's pretty competitive, but so am I. So there's a little bit of button heads, but that's just natural in sports and whatnot. So I can't say enough about him. Goodest person, and just super happy he came to Northern. That's pretty much all I can say.
I'd say, kind of add off that. I feel like if I were to win another place, if me and Carter both average 30 a game, I feel like we might have a chance to both be All-Americans. But you just gotta for the greater good. And I came here knowing that when I transferred, that Coach wouldn't come here just. If Coach wanted me, I know I would have a space on the team, and just because they had a 6'10" guy, Carter, didn't deter me, because I just want to win at the end of the day, and I feel like I wear my emotions on my sleeve a lot, but I feel like when you watch me play, you can really tell that I just want to freaking win. And this was the best spot when I was touring all the schools when I transferred, that I knew that this was the best place to win. And I'm so blessed to be able to go against Carter every single day in practice. Like you said, I think we have the best 2-man, 1-2 combo. Whatever 35 is, of a hell of a player, but I feel like the depth we have, just me and him, always having a fresh body. And sometimes I've been telling people I think practices are harder than games sometimes, and it's just so nice to be able to go against someone so good as Carter. And playing less minutes means winning games. I'll do that every day of the week. And me and Carter, get along great. He's one of my best friends, and I know it's cliche as heck when you're saying, well, someone's stealing your minutes, but I would never want Carter to have a bad game just so I can play more. I just want to win at the end of the day, and I love him like a brother, and he's been one of my best friends here. We hang out a lot, and I just love him. It's gonna be tough not seeing him every day after this.
We have time for one more for the student athletes.
Eric Thorson, KSFY, just talked about it's been like home games for this week. Playing in this atmosphere, what that's been like to your fun games.
It's been absolutely a blessing. We have the best fans in the country. That's not even a question when you've led the attendance record 10 years in a row for D2. So that's a fact. And just being able to, I mean, playing for each other, but I mean also, I mean we have so much fan support that I mean they've helped us. I mean we were down against Queens. I mean if you're gonna say that the fans didn't play a part in that, you're crazy because I mean we just have the best fan support. I mean I've loved every minute since I've been here. They've definitely had an advantage in the crowds, but I mean that's just I don't know. I mean I can't thank the fans enough for giving us support, win or lose. They're always there for us, and so I just want to thank them because it's been nothing. I mean, this has been these last 2 games against Queens and here have been the best 2 games of my life, and not even just what was on the court, but just the emotion the fans have brought. I mean, I'm getting chills right now just thinking about it, and I just want to thank them, all of them from the bottom of my heart, because you guys really, we're along with the ride, and you guys really did matter.
Thank you, gentlemen. You can return to the locker room.
Thanks, guys. Take your water with you.
Now open it to questions for Coach Sather. David?
David Brown from Coach, just getting into the minutia of the game, just 1 of 4 from 3. Was it not getting the looks you wanted? Was there something they were doing defensively? Did you want more attempts from you because you shoot it pretty well?
Yeah, they really put a lot on taking away our threes and allowing us. We were getting a lot with our middle ball screen action. So they stuck. So we really felt we had an advantage with that. I thought they got us out of our motion some, and I think sometimes in our motion it's the best way to get the ball inside too. But as the course of the game was going on, we just felt like we were still in attack mode with that high ball screen, even though we weren't maybe getting threes. I still thought we were getting great looks with opportunities to get the ball inside. But yeah, they did a fantastic job. They sold out and really stuck with our perimeter guys. And, we decided to stick more with our ball screen and more of attack. And it became a lot more twos. We had a mindset of really going in at their bigs and getting their kid, the Hankins kid, in foul trouble. And I thought early on we were just too tentative. Carter was pretty aggressive early, but he still, tried to make a pass here and there when maybe he should have just tried to score. I thought we could have got him in foul trouble earlier. But they're good. They're good defensively. I look at, with some of the struggles we had, but I look at what we did to some of their guys like Cushenberry, 2 for 10. And the kid's been playing at an MVP level for about the last 5 games. And I look what we did in the defensive side of it as well. I thought we did enough to get to the free throw line, but we just needed to, maybe we tried to worry about getting our shot blocked instead of worrying about just trying to attack.
Mark?
All this really felt like a heavyweight bout. You said the other night you sort of sat back and just watched it and enjoyed the Queens game.
Yeah.
Today it had to be tougher to watch just because it was such a physical and tight, and it was always close.
Yeah. I just, both teams really battled. This whole experience has been incredible from a standpoint of it's such a different style than what we see in our league. And, we probably had 3 games with the most turnovers we've had in, 2 months. I think our first game we had 19, our second game we had 19, and tonight we had 18. And I think a lot of it has to do with the physicality side of it. And, we just maybe didn't always handle that real well. But, I thought we had a good, as good as he is inside, I thought we still had an advantage going in. And it did kind of feel like that. When you got some big guys on the floor like that, I coached at the University of Colorado. And the 3 big guys that were on the floor tonight, the 2 for us and the 1 for them, I would have taken those 3 guys in a heartbeat at the University of Colorado. We didn't have a guy like that. We didn't have any one of those guys. So, like I said, I think this game there's such a fine line between winning and losing sometimes. And it was a heavyweight match tonight. And I think if we had a couple plays that maybe we made, we win. And I think sometimes it's just as simple as that. Carter said you could sit and watch film, and I'm sure we could sit and watch film and dissect it. But, boy, they battled. Our guys battled. DJ Pollard defensively, if anyone wants to watch film, just go watch him guard number 4 and what he did to him. He feels bad about his offense. We're not in this game today if he doesn't do the job that he did on 4. That kid is spectacular. And he's been tearing up every team he's been playing. And he was 2 of 10 tonight. And that's because of DJ Pollard. So he might be down because he didn't score, but we're in this game because of what he did defensively. And that's kind of been DJ all year. Usually DJ guards the best, plus he scores 13 points a game and gives us 6 rebounds. You know, he's still got his 6 boards, 3 assists, just 1 turnover. It's just a little bit harder offensively for him tonight, but his effort defensively kept us in it, period.
Matt?
Yeah.
Last shot, what were you looking for, and what happened to lead to it playing out the way it did?
Well, you know, situational. We kind of had something. We didn't want to necessarily call a timeout because they're going to set the press up or something and just make it a little harder to get it up. So in the timeout, we talked about a high ball screen. If it's just understand situation, we were going to have Darren trail the ball screen. So it was going to be like a double tight ball screen where he was going to slip out and look for a 3, maybe getting his guy caught helping on the ball. If it was a 2-point game, obviously you got Ian with a big rolling with Darren popping. I would take that look every single time. Down 2, I would take that look every single time because he's a 40+% 3 and 70% of the shots he makes are right where he took that shot. So he did everything. That kid, all Darren has done is just given his heart and soul to this program. And I know he's hurting right now, but my gosh, what a young guy. And like I told him, you're hurting because of how much it matters to you. It's not just because he missed a shot. He's hurting just because of how much this team matters to him. And I couldn't be happier with this group.
Have time for one more.
One shot goes in, one shot doesn't go in. You guys are celebrating the championship.
Yeah, it's a fine line.
Yeah. How do you keep the guys from
Well,
feeling that?
I've had that experience. You know, I've played in 2 national championship games at the NCAA level. We finished second twice. It hurts. I still can't watch that dang Eureka game film, right? But you live with it, you deal with it. You look at the whole, like we told them. It's look at the impact they made, not just, but within this team, the impact they made on each other, the impact they made at our university, our community. Look who we brought together. I mean, look what's happened because of these group of guys. Look at all the people that have come back that I haven't seen for years that were excited about Northern State. What they've done for our community and our university community is just amazing. And it stings and it's going to hurt, but it's going to come up tomorrow. And they're going to start looking back on this. They're going to remember just the incredible run that they had. And not the loss at the end. It's always going to be there, but these relationships that they've established are what's going to mean the most in the end. And I think just how I take a lot of pride personally in how you try to do something. Because you can win a lot of different ways, as you've seen in Division I and as you've seen through newspapers and investigations. There's a lot of different ways you can win games. I'm going to stand up here and be so proud of how we won. With the kind of people we brought, with how they treat other people. They got no reason to hang their head. None. It's going to sting, yeah, but they're winners, man. They just are. They're winners. And they didn't do it for selfish reasons. They did it for each other. And it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. If that was the last question, I also want to thank Donnie Wagner for his job at a D2 championship, because I'm telling you, the experience our guys had here, phenomenal. Unreal what kind of job you guys have done of this. I'd love to come back here again soon. But I just really appreciate how you treated our guys and the experience that our guys got, because this was a phenomenal deal. It was awesome, and our crowds were as great as they were too. But you guys have done this with such great class, and I really appreciate it, Jeff Morgan as well. And everybody that's helped. There's a lot of people that obviously help with this, but we appreciate it.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.